Hi, really excited. I haven't posted in almost 2 weeks, and I told you before that when I don't post for a little bit, it's because I am working on something really special. I said that before in some other video. So I just want you to know that I am working on something very, very special for you. Meanwhile, I want to make sure to get this information here. So, um, how's my lipstick? It seems like it's a little, anyway. There's better. Anyway, this video here is not it, okay? The one that's coming is really amazing. So be sure to like and subscribe for this channel so that you can receive notification when I post it, which should be very soon. You're gonna love it. But this one is about free yourself from emotional pain. You can actually free yourself from emotional pain if somebody hurts your feelings, or if you feel down or a little bit depressed or not feeling perky because somebody is not treating you the way you deserve, not appreciating you the way you deserve. There is this technique called self-praise technique that you can use to feel better immediately. You already know this technique. You use it all the time. You use it for negative talk. You lie down in bed and you start listing everything that's wrong with you and wrong with people in the world. Pretty soon you're crying and things are just not that good, right? So you already know this. But the difference is, 1 second, my cat is having a fight. So let me get that out of the way. Okay, just one moment. Anyway. Ooh, there's still one cat in here. I hope she lets me finish my work. Anyway, so we already use this technique. We go to bed and or we wake in the morning and we start listing all the bad that people did, and pretty soon we're miserable, right? Well, we're gonna change this, and instead of doing that, immediately as those thoughts keep coming into our minds, we're gonna do self-praising. And it's amazing. It is amazing when we praise ourselves and we thank ourselves and we talk to ourselves in a way that gives us the praises that we don't receive from other people. So keep that in mind. This is different from self-affirmation. You don't have to do any breathing. You can do this while you're driving. You can do this at work, especially at work, where you're being criticized or hurt. You can always do this. It helps to overcome emotional pain. It's very simple. It doesn't take a day, nothing like that. This is perfect for anyone who struggles with feelings, shyness, social anxiety, being unappreciated, being criticized, or hurt feelings. Self-praising is a comfortable technique. It's not going to be invasive. You can practice anywhere, anytime that you need. So what is self-praise? Self-praise is done entirely in your mind. You're not going to have to write down anything. You're not going to have to repeat anything, say anything out loud, okay? As I said before, you already know how to do this. The practice comes with focusing our minds on ourselves. And when you do this, you're not focusing your mind on yourself and somebody else. No, you can focus your mind on yourself, on praising yourself. Imagine a copy of yourself in front of you, and you're going to say all kinds of praises to this person. You're going to find all kinds of amazing things about this person, and you're going to praise this person, okay? So that's how it's done. Don't include other people in this self-talk. Any other thoughts of any other person comes into your mind, you remove that person immediately off of your mind. It's not a place or a time for blaming others or for all your miseries either. It's not a place for you to feel downtrodden because you're expecting outside validation. No, you're not expecting any validation. The validation that you're going to expect is from yourself to yourself, not from others. Okay. So put the image of yourself in your mind so that you can do this, and don't let anybody else in that room, just the two of you. But this can be done anywhere. When you're driving, in the kitchen, when you're cooking, at work, especially when somebody hasn't treated you so well, you can do this anywhere. So first of all, you don't blame anybody during this time. Don't blame anybody for things you're not happy with. Okay. Do this mentally. You don't need to write this down. You're not going to write this down. Put this in your mind. You're going to mentally admire yourself and look for and seek for finding qualities in yourself, things that you do. List all the positive things you do, all the positive qualities that you have, your goodness, and then the things that you wish to would be praised, praise yourself for. Now, here's a couple of examples. Oh my gosh, I'm just so pretty, and I love life. I'm just amazing. If I were him, I would date myself because I'm so wonderful. Do all these wonderful things. I am an amazing person. So you always uplifting yourself. You never go, oh, if the jerk would only see me this way, we could have a date. No, I'm just this marvelous, wonderful person. I love spending time with myself because I'm just so exciting to be with. Give yourself specific compliments. I like my hair. My hair is beautiful, it's shiny and soft. Be specific. I just love the way I look in this dress. I look like I'm going to a gala. Give yourself specific compliments about your character. I'm just honest and good. I'm the type of person people can trust. My actions are always positive. I am good and great. I serve people. I do such and such thing as a service for other people. I have all these attributes of goodness in me. I learn fast, or even if I learn slow, but that's great because when I learn slow like I do, I learn a whole lot better. And I pay attention to a whole lot more details about what I'm learning. Look for positive things to say about you. Replace any negative thought and any negative language that you may use immediately with a praise. Okay? Let's say you went to bed and you just, oh, what a horrible day it was today because so and so said this to me. Instead, you can go, oh my gosh, this was a really beautiful day. The sun was shining. I love how I feel when the sun is shining. It's great. I love the way the day turned out today because there was a lot to do today and I got it all done or something like that. But replace that negative thought with something positive. Here's a couple of examples of things that you may want to say. I have a beautiful heart. I love people. I love to look at the qualities of people. I have this wonderful feeling when I look at other people and see their qualities. I reason well. And because I reason well, I make such good decisions in my life. I like that about me. I love myself because of that. I am worthy of everything that God has given me because I am a good person. I treat other people with respect. I do things that are good. I deserve good things. God thinks that I deserve them. I feel very happy for that. And I am a masterpiece of God's hand. I am perfect. And I love myself. There's no reason whatsoever not to love yourself. You need to love yourself. There is a commandment that says, love thy neighbor as thyself. What is it saying? It is saying, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to love your neighbor. If you have very little love for yourself, you're going to love your neighbor with very little love. If you have no love whatsoever for yourself, you're not going to love your neighbor at all, because how can you love your neighbor as thyself? And if you hate yourself, then you definitely hate your neighbor. So it is a commandment that we love ourselves so that we can better love our neighbor, love people around us, love our brothers and sisters here on earth, and make their lives happier and better. It's important to love ourselves. So love yourself. Tell yourself that you love yourself. You tell other people that you love them. You give praises every single day to people, either consciously or unconsciously, constantly saying something nice and positive to other people. Why can't you say that to yourself? If you need to praise somebody, don't go, oh my gosh, you bought that amazing car because you worked so hard. But me, oh my, I don't work that hard. I'm lazy and blah, blah, blah. Some people go on that route and they beat themselves to the pulp when they're trying to give a compliment. We don't need to belittle ourselves to give anybody a compliment. We can just give the compliment. In fact, in that compliment, we can compliment ourselves. We can say, I am so grateful that I have been able to see your achievement. This really gives my heart great joy to see your success. That is complimenting ourselves at the same time complimenting the other person. So keep that in mind and don't beat yourself to the pulp. There are people that think that if they beat themselves to a pulp to exalt another person or to make another person feel better and belittle themselves, they are being humble. That is not being humble. Do you want to know why that is not being humble? Because we are children of God. He has created us. When we speak evil about ourselves, even if it is to supposedly make somebody else feel good about themselves and what they do, we are speaking evil about ourselves. And when we are speaking evil about ourselves, we are speaking evil about a child of God. And if we are speaking evil about a child of God or ourselves, do you think God is really happy with that? Do you think he is pleased with that? Do you think that's being humble? No, that's speaking evil. He does not condone speaking evil. So speak positive about yourself. Make God happy that you like yourself and that you're glad that he created you the way you are. You are amazing, fantastic, and good. And he loves you and you love yourself too. And the more you love yourself, the more you can love his other children that he has commanded you to love thy neighbors, and you can love him back and show that love and respect for him. When should you use self-praise? You should use self-praise anytime you feel unappreciated, especially when somebody offends you. Don't not take those things to heart, and you should just, if somebody says something that's very mean and belittle you, you should just go and say, but I do this and this. I am so happy that I do this and this. I am such a good person. I recognize all these good things that I do in relation to this. I am not that way. I'm this way, you know. And so you convince yourself, you talk good to yourself, you pat yourself on the back for being good and great instead of, oh, he said that and now I'm going to die and cry for the rest of my existence. No, that's not what's going to happen from now on, because now you're learning how to self-praise, which is really, really important. So when somebody offends you, that's one time that you self-praise. During moments of negative self-talk, you go to bed and instead of counting your blessings, you count your woes and whatever is bad that happened during the day. So don't wet your pillow over those things, but turn around and say a lot of good, positive things about yourself. You're not going to say this words aloud. Even if you don't find something that you want to be complimented about, look about the house. Compliment yourself for the things that you did. As soon as you start doing that, there's this feeling that comes inside of you that takes over and erases and dissolves all of that emotional pain, whatever it is that you're not feeling good about yourself. It just goes away. Practice it too, see how it works. And it works. And we also do self-praise whenever you need emotional support. If you're feeling overwhelmed and need emotional support, start self-praise. Soon you know that you're not alone. You know that God is with you in every step, and He created you, He created your life, and there's a lot of good in your life, a lot of good in you that you can pay attention to that helps you through those times. We're all going to have hard times. We can't avoid those. Don't ever believe that you're not going to have hard times, because we all do, but we don't have to go through the hard times feeling like we are just so alone and desperate without any help. There is help. And we start with ourselves. If we don't find that help anywhere else, we can start with ourselves by praising ourselves. And as a daily practice, practice self-love, self-compassion instead of self-doubt or all day long talking negative about yourself. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, I don't have this. Life is terrible. Oh, so and so is doing this. This is not selfishness. It's not being self-centered, because you're not going to be doing this 24 hours a day. Of course not. But in those hours that you really need to be centered and that you feel like, oh, my mind is just taking over the wrong way, then you can focus your mind back into what you need to be thinking about. And why is self-praise not ego? It's not self-centered. Your cup needs to be full in order for you to share your cup with somebody else. You can't share blessings with people from a cup that's empty. If your cup is full, you can help other people. Self-praise is not ego. Ego is when I do something and say something so that I can appear to be more than somebody else, or so that I can belittle somebody else. Now, if you self-praise with the intention to put somebody down, that is ego. But if you look at yourself and say, oh my gosh, I am really talented. I can play the piano. I can sing that note, and I can do this. This is yourself talking to yourself. So you're not belittling anybody. The whole purpose here is to bring yourself up. So you're going to do this in private, not hurting others. And so it's not ego or ego. It builds compassion for yourself and prepares your heart to lift others. Because when you look at your qualities and you praise yourself for your qualities, you start seeing those qualities in other people too. It becomes much easier for us to praise other people and recognize their goodness when we see this goodness in ourselves. If we never look at ourselves to see what's good in us, we don't look at others to see what's good in them either. We can't. We're just not used to doing that. So we don't. And that's why some people are very good at complimenting, and others, it doesn't matter what you do. They never recognize you. They never praise you, and they never thank you. They never say anything. And they just go, oh my goodness, don't they have something good to say about me? Yeah, that's because they're not trained to compliment themselves and say good things about themselves. Self-praise also aligns us with the spiritual teachings of God. Our Father in heaven has taught us that we should love ourselves so we can love others. So it's alignment with spiritual teachings. If we really understand what that teaching is, it enables us to serve others with love and compassion, because we are seeing goodness in them. We're serving them because we feel good about ourselves, and we know that that is because we have a good heart. We serve others, and when we get there, we have love to give. because we have learned to look for good qualities in us. We're going to see those qualities in them too. To implement this, you don't need to lie down. You don't need to breathe deeply. You don't need to cross your legs. You can do this anywhere you are. You can raise yourself anywhere you are. Be grateful and be happy for the things that you do, okay? When you're happy about things that you do, feel that happiness. And when you say you love yourself, allow yourself to feel that love because it's there. The first time you may go, oh, this doesn't work. I did it and it didn't work. I didn't feel anything. If you're not used to loving yourself, you may not feel it the very first time, but as you continue, soon that feeling is going to come, especially when you start finding good and positive things about yourself that makes you happy with yourself and happy about yourself. Not proud like the negative pride, but oh my gosh, I'm just amazing. And when you say that to yourself, feel that amazement about yourself. Say to yourself, I'm a masterpiece. God made me. What else can be better? God made me. So it's wonderful. I'm wonderful. He doesn't make mistakes and he doesn't make anything wrong or ugly. There is no such a thing as an ugly person. Everybody is beautiful. And if you're feeling ugly, just take a shower, comb your hair, put some makeup on, get some lipstick. In fact, I have mine right here. Do a little bit of lipstick. And that's all you need to do. When you like yourself, you don't have to worry about all that negative talk. The reason why we feel that we are not beautiful is because we're always comparing ourselves with somebody else. We are not giving ourselves praises. We are not looking at our qualities to see how beautiful, how amazing and spectacular person we are. So that is how everybody is beautiful when they look at their qualities. And the more you think like that, you are beautiful and you become beautiful. When emotional pain strikes you, you immediately want to say positive things about yourself instead of going, oh, that jerk or that idiot did this. Just find something that's very good to say about yourself, and that conflict that causes that pain in the heart simply goes away. It dissolves almost immediately. That's how you do this. Don't wait for validation from other people. Don't wait for the boss to give you a good review for you to feel good about what you're doing. Don't wait for anybody at work to come to you and compliment you because you did that beautiful, amazing display today at the store or whatever it is that you're doing. Don't wait for compliments. Compliment yourself. Yeah, my gosh, look at this display that I did. That's just terrific. I'm so happy I did this. I'm just really talented. Say that to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud. If you say it out loud, you're going to get a lot of enemies. And that's not what this is about. This is about you getting you as your friend, becoming the person that you like and see in yourself. And you have so many wonderful qualities as you start doing this. You're going to go, oh my gosh, I am just without words to describe, really, because you find so many good things about yourself. When you're practicing the self-praising, be sure to be consistent at doing this every day. The goal here is for you to replace those negative talks in your head with self-praise. That's the goal. And so if you're not used to this, you need to practice every day until self-praise replaces the negative self-talk. And feel the elation of feelings when you do this so you can see the results in your life. Self-praise offers constant emotional healing. It shifts your heart, it shifts the pain you're feeling to something positive when you see the good in you. It works immediately. You don't have to wait for it to work. As soon as you start doing it, that feeling and that thought that's making you feel horrible and terrible about yourself will go away. It just does. It just dissolves it. So start implementing this technique today, even now, if you want a happier emotional life, stability, and mental health. It's so important. If we allow ourselves to be sad all the time, when depression comes, we're in a bad mood, it becomes habit, and then it becomes an addiction. Negative talk is an addiction. I don't know if you know this, but it is. Some people are addicted to negative talk. If you say something positive, they can turn it around immediately and find something negative about it. So you need to catch yourself and say, hey, no, I need to say what's positive and not go that route. We can destroy negative addiction with the habit of self-praise. If you like this, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.